is it done?
Yes, he's dead. We made sure of it.
Excellent. And our special helper,
Judas, is dead also.
very good. He worked out just as we hoped he would.
Imagine following someone around for 3.5 years, watching his miracles, being chosen as one of his disciples, and then
Sentencing him to death. It's so perfect. I love it. Ultimate betrayal.
And it was so easy. All I had to do was tempt him with greed. It amazes me that mortals would sell the Son of God for a mere 30 shekels of silver. Jesus was very hurt by it.
Silence! Don't even speak that name. You know how it upsets me.
I am sorry, temptation.
Ugh! I'm so glad to be rid of him. He was causing problems in our plans.
I know. Healings, miracles, and people following him by the thousands. The whole thing was disgraceful.
I'm just glad to be rid of him. Did he pay for all the trouble he has caused us?
Oh, he paid dearly, more than any man. First, he went to the garden, Gethsemane, and there he was tormented in his soul to the point where he sweat drops of blood. All of us were there to make sure he knew what was about to happen to him.
Good. Make him suffer.
Next, Judas betrayed him, and his friends left him as he was carried away by a mob of angry soldiers. They took him before Caiaphas, the high priest. We all stood around and watched as the mortals spoke many lies against him.
Their little minds are so easily influenced. I'll bet we could get them to believe anything.
I know. We deceived them so much that even the high priest wouldn't believe the very words of Jesus.
Again with that name. Say it again, and you will be severely punished.
I'm sorry, Master. The priest said that he has spoken blasphemy, and that he was guilty of death. The crowd spit in his face and smote him with the palms of their hands, and he was taken off to Pilate.
Talk about a swift trial.
Yes. They woke up Pilate in the middle of the night. Pilate said that he was guiltless, but the people still wanted to crucify him. Pilate asked, "Who would you rather me release unto you, this man or Barabbas, a murderer?" They said, "Give us Barabbas! Let him be crucified! We want Barabbas!" Pilate washed his hands of the whole thing and told them to do as they pleased. They took him and scourged him 39 times with the cat of 9 tails. We made sure they laced extra bones and glass in the leather so that it would rip more flesh. Then they stripped him and put a scarlet robe over his shredded body.
Many people don't survive the scourging.
Oh, he lived through it. He just wished he hadn't. Next, they took a crown of thorns and beat it into his skull with a rod. They mocked him, saying, "Hail, King of the Jews!" We all crowded around him with the mortals as they carried out our great plan.
Our master is so intelligent.
The people spit on him and smote him in the face. They beat him until his eyes were swollen shut, and they ripped out his beard. By the time they went to crucify him, he looked like a raw piece of meat instead of a man. I have never seen anything like it.
This makes me so happy.
They made him carry his own cross to Golgotha, the place of the skull. They laid him on the cross and put nails through his hands and his feet. They put a sign over his head that read, "This is Jesus, King of the Jews." They crucified him between 2 thieves. All of the people passed by the cross, mocking and wagging their heads. We were right there with them. They mocked him, saying, "Save thyself. If thou be the Son of God, come down from the cross." He saved others, himself he cannot save. He hung on the cross for 6 solid hours. The most painful thing of all was not what we did to him, but what his Father did. His Father turned his back on him. He had the ultimate physical, emotional, and spiritual death. I have never seen anyone suffer like he did.
Such pain and sorrow are just what we were hoping for. I'm sure Lucifer was very pleased.
He's never been happier. Jesus has been dead for 3 days now. All have lost hope in him. We can finish what we have started. Are you at all nervous about what he said?
What he said.
About him rising again.
Ah! It's been 3 days! There are guards in front of the door. We have our best men around the tomb.
He's pretty powerful, you know. He cast out 1,000 of us with just his spoken word.
If he were so powerful, he would have stopped the beating. He would have kept them from whipping him with a cat of 9 tails. He would have called his precious angels to save him. You are a fool if you think he has power. Satan has won. We have defeated him.
Look,
What is it?
something's happening.
No! That's not possible!
The sky, it's rolling.
Away from the door! No!
That he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
For scarcely for a righteous man will one die. Yet, peradventure for a good man, some would even dare to die. But God commendeth his love toward us, in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us.